family. If you're in or near Columbia, South Carolina, you've got to visit the House of Hathor, located at 6319 North Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, it's your one-stop shop for African clothing, African masks, natural soaps, incense, candles, jewelry, and more. Plus, they've got a beautiful event space. Owned and operated by Baba Rutaski and Mama Neterma Canute. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the culture. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the movement. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the people.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the House of Hathor's Libation, Liberation, Lifestyle Ceremony, where we come to you with a message from the ancestors that continues to be our foundation of life that exists within us as well as without us. That our interdependency, our interconnections, our interrelationships, and our interactions that we share with life and nature brings balance, harmony, and order, our truth, to all that exists within us as well as without us. We want to make sure that we today are celebrating the breath of life, that the breath of life that exists within us, it has all things and everything that we need in order for us to be the true temples, altars, and vessels of our ancestors. And we celebrate this day, for it is a day of all that we continue to consist and insist upon as the ancestors continue to work with us, for us, and through us, that they manifest, they generate, they reflect, as well as project all of our thoughts, our words, and our actions. So let us bring the ancestors involved into our daily lives as we continue to live, love, and learn our processes of our lives. We call upon our ancestors far and near, fathers and mothers of our fathers, mothers and fathers of our mothers, to bear witness to all that we have done. And it is by your example that you continue to inspire us towards reclaiming our ancestral minds, regenerating our ancestral spirit, liberating our families, our homes, and our communities, and restoring our greatness as a people. We pour libation to bring into our midst your venerable ancestral spirit, radiating your great wisdom, your courage, your dedication, and your unyielding commitment to victory by any means necessary. It is in the honor of our Creator, our great ancestor of all ancestors, our mothers and fathers, our sisters and our brothers, our children and their children, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, our aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and elders of our communities, that we pour this libation in your honor, in the honor of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, and the various manifestations of the Creative Spirit. We pour libation. Ashe. For our esteemed ancestors, who laid the foundation for human civilization, and who provides the wisdom to which we live and the models by which our lives are guided, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors, who suffered the atrocities and the horrors of our Ma'afa, but yet demonstrated the victorious power of the ancestral spirit by maintaining their dignity no matter the cost, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors who survived and made it possible for us to be here today, that we continue the fight of our ancestral liberation and our vindication, we pour libation. Ashe. And finally, for our children and their children and future generations of our ancestors to come, that they too in their time will vindicate our race from all adversaries, and that they will continue to imprint upon the world the great genes of our ancestral humanity, we pour libation. Ashe. May your venerable spirit engulf this occasion to reaffirm our ancestral canity. It is done. Our great ancestor of all ancestors is satisfied. Ashe. 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 Dua Nater. So we say, Hotep, peace and power to you all this day, my brothers and sisters, that we celebrate this day of life that has been given to each of us with the breath of life that has been extended to us, that our intentions that is within the breath of life that we have It continues to manifest, to generate, to reflect and project our thoughts, our words, and our actions. That we continue to bring forth our truth that is involved in everything that's been the interest of our lives. That the investment that the ancestors have placed within us, it is all within the breath of life that has been extended to us. That our breath of life that we have each and every moment that we are breathing, there is an intention that has been placed upon each and every breath that we inhale, that we exhale. And as we continue to bring that breath of life forward, there are so many different things that come with that. That our lives that is perpetuated through the breath of life that we have, that our great ancestor of all ancestors have given to us. Because when we speak of ancestors, there is not one ancestor that we have within us that is inclusive of the great ancestor of all ancestors, our creator, whatever you call it. That is the one true ancestor that each of us have within us that has given us this breath of life. And that breath, that air that we have within us, it resonates within our heart, within our minds, within our temples, our altar, and our vessel, and within the spirit of the ancestors, the souls of our ancestors that live within us. So we celebrate today because we have been given another day, another opportunity to respond to the breath of life that has been given to us. And as we continue to respond through the abilities that we have within us, to build, to manifest, to generate, to reflect upon all that has been given to us, we reach back to what has been given to us. We call that Sankofa, to reach back and to bring forward everything that has been given to us through our ancestry, through the souls, through the energy, the spirit, through the manifestations of our thoughts, our words, and our actions. All of that we reach back to bring it forward to today's time. That whatever way that they did it in the past, we are supposed to generate it and to manifest with that to make it better for today's time. That no, we don't live the way that they lived in the past, but we bring that knowledge and wisdom forward with that breath of life that we have that has been extended to us. And we make it better for today's time. That means, yes, we do use technology in the form of our ancestry to live the life of today's time, because the generations that are going to come after us, they're going to use the blueprints that we're going to give to them, and they're going to use whatever it is that they're going to bring forward in their time to make life better for their time. That no, they're not going to use it in our time, but they're going to use it in their time with that same breath of life that we're going to generate and we're going to bring forward through all of our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children. That means that we must be the examples, better examples than what our ancestors were for us, because they were examples for us as we perpetuate and as we extend it forward to be a better example for those that are going to come after us. This breath of life, it is so intricate. That means that it's within you, and only you can recognize the breath of life that you have within you. There is no one else that can recognize your breath of life. And so as you continue to live, love, and learn your processes of life that is in this breath, that each and every time you breathe, there is an extension of yourself that is in your breath. And so in each and every tone, each and every vibration, each and every thought, word, and action that you give to others, there is an energy that is with that. There is a sound that is with that. There is an intention, a purpose that is placed on that. And as you continue to manifest and generate that breath of life forward, that there is something that resonates with that, that is only your representation of your ancestors that is with that breath of life. So let us continue to live, love, and learn our processes. Let us continue to acknowledge our ancestors. Let us continue to venerate our ancestors. Let us continue to honor them. For if it was not for them, none of us would be here this day. They knew that we would acknowledge and venerate them. They knew that we will perpetuate their life through our thoughts, words, and our actions. They knew that we would be in protection of our truth because they are our guides, they are our protectors, they are our guardians as we continue to live, love, and learn the processes of life that dwells within us. So let us celebrate this day through the breath of life as we continue to bring forth our truth, as we continue to be justified in our truth, and that our internals, our intangibles, and the infinite that dwells within us continues to be the true representation of our altar, our temple, our vessel that they have given to us through life and nature. And as we continue to bring balance, harmony, and order with life and nature to all chaos, to all obstacles, to all hurdles, and that whatever depressions, oppressions, and depressions that man will try to submit upon us, that submission will not work with us. That we only submit, we only commit, and we only admit to our ancestors and to the great ancestor of all ancestors through the breath of life and through our actions and our responsibility that we have within ourselves to use our abilities in our accesses that they have given to us through our enhancements, our increase, and our enrichments, because we are true vessels, altars, and temples of their great energy, spirit, and soul. And they have ensured us of our prosperity, of our abundance, and our increase. So we say peace and power to you all this day. We leave you again with a cleansing and a detachment prayer that we may be absolved of anything that we have received through these days, through these weeks, through these months, through these years, so that we will not live that traumatic experience that man wants to place on us. We only live the spiritual life. We only live the energized life. We only live the ancestral life that has been placed upon us. Peace and power to you all, and ashe to our ancestors. O great ancestor of all ancestors, we call upon you this day that you will cleanse us of all negative energies that surrounds us, that you will break all work of negative magic that is against us, that you will take away from us all envy, evil, bad luck, and invincible enemies, and that you will bring protection, peace, and prosperity into our lives, into the lives of our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children, into the lives of our families, our homes, and our communities. We now lovingly and peacefully retrieve our energy from all that we have communicated with. We send them their energy back and any energy or energies attached to them. We now cleanse, clear, close, and lock all gates, portals, and access points in the spirit of our ancestors and in the spirit and in the energy of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors. Ashe, 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 ashe.